Norway blows up hydro dam to restore river health and fish stocks, rivers.
Here's a summary of the article.
A dam that has blocked the Tromsø River in Norway for more than 100 years was blown up with dynamite this week, freeing migratory routes for fish. Campaigners say removing the dam will help fish in the area thrive again, including grayling, burbot, alpine bullhead and common minnows. In October, the Open Rivers Programme, a €42.5 million project to provide grants to support the removal of small dams and the restoration of river flow across Europe, was launched with the backing of the charitable fund Arcadia. Last month, the European Commission released a guide for member states to identify barriers that could be removed to help achieve the goal of restoring 25,000 kilometers of rivers to free flowing by 2030. Dams in rivers block migration routes, the swimways, of fish, said Herman Wanningen, founder of the World Fish Migration Foundation and Dam Removal Europe. The team will then set about restoring the river directly ahead of the dam site. The Tromsø Dam is in a steep canyon, so our challenge is to build up a nature-like step pool cascade to enable the fish to swim upstream in the strong current, said Ulrich Pulg, a fish biologist and river restorations expert. Other dams are earmarked for removal across Europe in 2022, including in Spain, France and the UK. More and more river managers and NGOs are picking up their tools for excavations, said Wanningen.
This post received a score of 3,600, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Norway is a major hydropower country. Removing dams here isn't normal, said Solbakken. But it's not controversial if you're removing old dams that are not in use, in rivers protected by regulations against new hydropower.
Maybe Turkey will follow suit. They ruined the cradle of civilization in Syria and Iraq with their dams.
They won't lol. Those dams give them so much leverage.
So you were saying they don't give a damn?
They have all the dams. They should probably put in the title that it hadn't been in use for half a century.
It's actually still a huge win. I have literally blown up several legacy dams in Washington. It's a huge boon to native fish and natural stream processes. Smiley face.
For those that aren't aware of the positive impact of dam removal, edit, after I posted the link I just re-watched it for the first time in years. I think it's high time for a lot of these dams to come down. Unfortunately, as a Californian, it's hard not to see their importance for water storage in a state regularly stricken by droughts. The answer is, it's complicated.
This is great for the fish Nasdaq.
A good day to be an investment grouper.
I feel like not enough people appreciate this pun. They're really floundering with it.
Greater than built in 1916, the 7-metre-high dam in the small town of Favang, in Inlandet, East Norway, has not been in use for more than 50 years. Trade-offs of hydropower and water storage on the one hand and the environment on the other is a topic of serious debate with many valid points. Then there is removing dams which aren't being used, where there shouldn't be much debate. Derelict infrastructure almost always is bad for the environment and dangerous.
Where's the vid of it blowing up?
Here you go.
For being the nation that invented dynamite, I am less than impressed.
Frozen 2.
Release the river.
I followed this project in Washington State, USA closely. Also,
getting rid of dams can be a very good thing. Exactly how best to accomplish this raises some questions. Dynamite might not always be a good option relative to a more deliberate deconstruction that limits risk and contamination. America is in the lead with dam removal now, in part because the U.S. has so many dams that are past end of life or causing major problems. Dam removal has turned out extremely well in pretty much every case, but it has also tended to be more complex and expensive than expected as well.
In America,
the only difference about America is the sheer number of dams to be removed. The problems are inherent. Dams are large earthworks. Explosions and dumping of dam material have consequences. Norway didn't remove their dam, they just adjusted it a bit to allow for the flow of water. Broken concrete and twisted metal all pollute directly and also impede the ability of the river to meander. But it took this long for people to realize that removing dams could be a benefit, so it will probably take many more years for the process to be honed to do less damage.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.